Hello everyone, welcome back to another vlog. I'm so excited that you guys are here. So I wanted to do a reading vlog this week and I'm so excited about today because today Onyx Storm is officially on the shelves. It is January 21st today. I feel like I've honestly been waiting forever, so happy Onyx Day to all those who celebrate. I pre-ordered Onyx Storm, so today is the day that I get to go pick it up finally. So I figured that would be the perfect start to this vlog. We could just make a little trip to the bookstore and pick up Onyx Storm together. I'm so excited about today and to just dive into this book. I did finish reading Iron Flame, I want to say like maybe a week and a half ago or something like that. So everything is pretty much fresh in my mind. I read Fourth Wing, I want to say like over a year ago, and a book like that honestly just like stays with you. I just feel so ready to just jump right into it. I've had a pretty cozy morning today. It snowed all throughout the night last night and we woke up to just a little bit of snow outside. So it's been super nice and cozy. I made myself a little pour over and just enjoyed a little bit of cozy time at home. Just kind of waiting for the time to pass to go pick up my book. But the time has finally arrived. I got ready. I wanted to show you guys really quickly because I'm so excited about this quarter zip. I ordered this over a week ago and it got here just in time for Onyx Day and I'm so stoked about it. But I got this quarter zip in this cream color. The color is so good. I have it kind of tucked into like my bra right now, but I just love the fit of it. It's super flattering. I just love the little details right here. It just says 𝒊𝒏𝒕𝒓𝒐, the Fourth Wing, and then Writer's Quadrant. I am living for this quarter zip right now. But yes, I'm so excited to have you guys here. I'm just about to go get my bag and my keys really quick, and then we'll make our way over to the bookstore so we can get Onyx together. Everyone. So I wanted to share with you guys some book mail that I got recently from Scribner. They sent me 3, but I had another one on my shelf that they also sent my way last month that I didn't really get to talk about, so I wanted to share those with you guys. So the first one is called Rosarita by Anita Desai. I think that's how you pronounce her name. But this is such a tiny, cute little book. I loved the cover to this so much. The colors are stunning. The artwork is just so good. But I'm really excited to start reading this one. I'm pretty sure this one will be started and finished within the same day. It's so small. She's so cute. But this one is basically about a woman who gets approached by like an elderly woman, and she's claiming that she knows this person's mother and that she was an artist. And the main character is basically confused by that. She's thinking that this elderly woman is mistaken somehow because her mother was not an artist, nor did she ever travel to Mexico, which is where she currently is. So she's basically just like haunted by this encounter that she's had with this elderly woman, and I think there's just like secrets about her mother that she wasn't aware of. I was automatically intrigued by this synopsis. I thought that it was really interesting, so I'm very excited to dive into this one. The next book is called The Collaborators by Michael Idov. This sounded like a really interesting thriller. I wanted to read you guys what it says on the inside because I might botch the synopsis if I tried to just like say it on my own. It's supposed to be like a spy thriller, which is very interesting. I've never read something like this, so I'm actually really excited to dive into something a little bit new but still have like that thriller element in it. It says that it's a cutting-edge spy thriller featuring a brilliant young intelligence officer and a troubled heiress who stumble into a global conspiracy that pits Russia against the CIA. That sounds so interesting, honestly. I'm always so excited to discover new books, and that's why I love getting books from Scribner. I feel like they just always curate the best selections, and I'm always so excited to dive into a story that's unfamiliar and something that I'm not used to reading. So I think a spy thriller is going to be so interesting to read. Yeah, I'm very excited to get started on that one. The next one is called The Perfect Home by Daniel Kennitz. This cover looks so fun. These colors are so bright, and which is so funny because this book is supposed to be basically like a Gone Girl type of feel, which I love the movie Gone Girl. I read the book as well, and it's just chef's kiss. I loved that book. I love those psychological thrillers that get you thinking, and I feel like this is going to be something that's right up that alley. I didn't read the synopsis too thoroughly, but it does say that in the inside about it kind of being similar to Gone Girl. So I'm really excited to dive into this one. I just think the cover is so fun with all these colors, but of course we're probably going to get this twisted story. But yes, I love a good thriller that just has like that family dynamic in there. Any kind of thriller, honestly, that just deals with an actual like family or a couple, I eat those up. So I'm very excited to dive into this one. And then last but not least is Flesh by David Zlay. I want to say that that's how you pronounce his name. But this was an art copy that got sent my way from Scribner. I was super excited to receive this. I really love this cover a lot as well. And it also shows up front here the date that it is releasing. So I was really excited to get my hands on this one. This is one of the ones I had selected for the month of December, I believe. I definitely want to jump into this one pretty soon. This is also another one where I kind of wanted to go in blindly and not really know what to expect. I kind of know a little bit of what it's about or what it entails. The back of this one says, a propulsive hypnotic novel about a man whose future is derailed by a series of events that he is unable to control. I'm really excited about this one, which I feel like I say that about all of them. But whenever Scribner sends over their selections every single month, I just love the options that Scribner always selects, and I'm just so grateful to be able to dive into different kinds of books. But honestly, I just love a good Scribner book. I just feel like their team is constantly selecting books that just pique my interest so much, and I'm constantly finding myself just diving into books that I wouldn't have normally picked up. So it's just so nice to be able to discover new books and just dive into like a different kind of world. It'll always be so exciting to me to be able to get my hands on an art copy, so I'm very excited about this one. But in case you end up wanting to give this a read, it does come out on April 1st of this year, so keep an eye out for it. And yeah, of course I'll end up letting you guys know my thoughts on it. Fingers crossed that it ends up being a good one, but yeah, I'm very excited about that one as well. These are the 4 that I recently got in the mail. I'm so excited to add these to my personal collection and to my bookshelf. But yes, thank you so much to Scribner for sending these my way. I am so stoked to dive into them. Hello everyone! So it's been a few days later since the last time I checked in with you guys. I kind of just took it easy for a couple of days. But I got up this morning, I had a pretty chill morning at home. It is currently 1:16 in the afternoon. Right now I'm just gonna go get some work done really quick, but I figured we could just kind of plant ourselves at a coffee shop. So I packed my backpack with just like my laptop and my planner and just a couple of things, my camera. So I figured that we could just spend a cozy little Saturday afternoon at a coffee shop, get some reading done. I brought Onyx Storm with me. So we're just gonna get a little bit of work done, but I figured we could make it done into editing this video as well. So I basically brought all my desk things with me today. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get myself a little cappuccino, and then we'll just have a little cozy afternoon together. I love this book so much. This entire series is just so good. In such a chokehold. Also, Zayden girlies, please rise. Hey Hey guys, so I wanted to end off this vlog with just giving a couple of reviews of the books that I recently finished. I recently finished 4 in the last week or 2, and I wrote some reviews on Goodreads. Go follow me on Goodreads so we can be friends and we can chit chat about books. I am on there pretty frequently, to be honest. It's one of my favorite apps, so I do update that regularly. I just love talking about books with friends, so yeah, I always make sure to have the link down in the description box just in case anybody wants to be friends on there. So have my fun with me because I wanted to read some of the reviews that I love for these books and just briefly go over them really quick. So the first one that I recently finished is Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. I gave this book a 4.5 star. It was so good. I didn't know too much about it when I went into it, so it definitely took a turn that I was not expecting. It was so gut-wrenching at certain moments reading through it, especially towards the end of the book. This book was honestly so heartbreaking from beginning to end. I found myself just getting so emotional as I was reading it, but it was so good. It was such a page turner. But on my review, I wrote, I did not expect this to make me as emotional as it did, to be honest, but oh my god, this was so captivating and truly gut-wrenching in moments as I was reading. I really love this one. It was on my TBR for a little while and I decided to read it. I just did not expect to just feel so emotional about it. It was really hard to read. As I said in the review, there were so many moments where it was just gut-wrenching. It's just one of those books that's so good that I would literally recommend to anybody, but it definitely comes with a trigger warning. There is abuse in it, so just trigger warning, just be aware of that going into it. It is pretty dark in moments. That was something that I was not expecting from this book, but it definitely got pretty dark in some moments, especially towards the end when you're starting to uncover what is really happening. So yeah, it was really good regardless. The next book that I recently finished was a memoir by Pamela Anderson. Love her. This book is called Love Pamela. I had been wanting to read this one for a while. I saw her documentary and I was just in tears. It's basically just like a summarized version of what the documentary was. It doesn't go as into detail as what the documentary showed us, but it was still so good. I gave this book a 3-star. I got through this book in audiobook format. I specifically wanted to with this book in particular just because I knew that Pamela Anderson herself was narrating this book, and I honestly just think that that made it all the better and even more emotional because you get to really dive into how she was feeling. You can feel the emotion through her voice as she's reading these parts and taking you through these moments in her life. I just admire her strength so much. I'm so happy that she put her words and her thoughts onto paper and that she delivered it so well, to be honest. So I wrote, this was a great and quick read. I love Pamela so much and I admire the strength she's had to endure. She's so inspiring and I just love that she took the time to share this with us. I feel like it takes such a level of courage and vulnerability to just put everything that you've been through onto paper for the world to see. And I just know that is not an easy thing to do. And I just really admire the strength that she has and has had throughout her whole life. I honestly just love to see where she's at now. I love to keep up with her photos on social media. I just think that she's such a beautiful person. Love her for that. And then the last 2 books are both Emily Henry books. I had only read one other Emily Henry book, and I want to say it was like 1.5 to 2 years ago. I read Beach Read, which was my first Emily Henry book. I'm not really sure why I never picked any other ones up from her because I really loved Beach Read so much. But I'm really happy that I decided to dive into 2 recently, which was back to back. But the first one was Funny Story by Emily Henry. This book was so good. I love this book so much. I feel like Emily Henry creates characters that it's just so difficult to not fall in love with them immediately. I just love the dynamic that the 2 characters always have with one another. I love the relationship between them. Her books honestly just deliver so well every time. I have yet to read a book by her that I haven't loved or at least have given 4 to 5 star rating. But Funny Story was definitely at the top of my list. I think so far it has to be my favorite from her out of the 3 that I've read. I gave it a 4.5 star rating. I wrote, I really enjoyed this one. I found myself relating to Daphne so much throughout this book, and I love the connection between her and Miles. Such a great read. I related to the main character so much and her struggles and the relationship that she has with one of her parents. There are so many moments in this book, so many lines that I was just quoting and that I was just finding myself highlighting. It was just so good. I don't think I expected to like this book nearly as much as I did, but it was such a page turner for me, and from beginning to end, there was just nothing nothing that I didn't like about it. The characters were just so wonderful. I really loved the connection that they both shared with each other. This book was honestly just the best Emily Henry book in my opinion so far, but I know there's still other ones that I have not read, so we'll see if one tries to knock this one down from first place. It's gonna be hard though. And then the last book that I recently finished was People We Meet on Vacation, also by Emily Henry. This book got a 4-star rating. I liked Funny Story just a little bit more than this one, but again, the characters did not miss at all. I love them, especially the male character. He was just it, you guys. I loved him so much. I love seeing their friendship, how opposite they were at times. I just think there's something so beautiful about two people, whether it's in a relationship or a friendship. I just think it's an amazing thing to see two people from two different walks of life, completely different personalities, and they just like mesh so well. My heart was just goo the entire time I was reading, so especially towards the end, I wanted to cry just from how much I love them, to be honest, especially the male character. But I gave it a 4-star rating. I wrote, oh god, I love them so much. Emily Henry always makes me fall in love with her characters so quickly, which is so true. I love her for that. If you can manage to make me just like fall in love with a fictional character, especially like a male fictional character, I just feel like you've won. Because I read about some characters that just like made me want to punch them, bring them out of the book, and just fight them. So the fact that she continuously just like creates these characters that are just so lovable, I just love that so much. And I just feel like every time you pick up an Emily Henry book, that's exactly what you're gonna get. You're just gonna fall in love with that book. It's just gonna be something that's a cozy read, something that's relatable, and I just really love that about her. But yes, those are basically the 4 books that I've recently read. Right now, I am still reading Onyx Storm. I'm trying to take my time with it because I don't want to finish it too quickly, because that's what I did with Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, and I'm not sure when we're going to get the next book in the series, so I don't want to be sad when I finish this book, but I am halfway through it right now. I've already hit the halfway mark. At this point, I'm just like, I really want to take my time with it, but I feel like by the next vlog that I make, I'll probably be nearing the end because I just have no chill. I'm so excited about all the books, especially that are coming out this year. There are so many amazing selections that are coming out, and I just cannot wait to get my hands on them. But yeah, let me know what you're currently reading. If you are reading anything exciting, what are you loving, what are you hating? I would love to know. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for following along another reading vlog. I love getting through books together and just yapping your ear off about them. I feel like I make myself sick, honestly, talking so much about them, but I just love them so much. But thank you guys so much for being here. I'm always so thrilled to have you in this space. I hope that you guys are having a great end to your January. But yes, thank you guys so much, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!